afternoon, guys. It's Math Machine. Today we're going to be talking about how Universal is shutting down Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit earlier than anticipated. They're shutting down on August 17th, the last day of the operations. It's permanently closing on the 18th, but the 17th will be the last day of it operating. So in this video, I want to discuss with you guys what could possibly replace it. I invite you to join me as I tell you what could possibly replace it. Shall you? Let's talk about the first thing, the facts we know about this new ride that's going to be replacing Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. The first fact, or an only fact we know, it's going to be made by Intamin, the same people that made Velocicoaster, King of Ka, Hagrid's, the Carter and many more. So that's the only fact we actually know about this thing, that it's going to be made by Intamin, because Universal filed a patent to work with Intamin in the spot of Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Now that we know who the manufacturer is, so now let's talk about like what type of ride model could possibly be from Intamin. I'm expecting it to, if they want to pay homage, I'm expecting it to be Intamin vertical launch coaster, that the launch is vertical, and they could probably make it like the same height as Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit's vertical lift L, which I absolutely love Rip Ride Rockit. I highly think it's going to have a music option. The other option they could do for the ride model is doing like a Intamin the string spinner, like they're doing with the Fast Furious Hollywood Drift and Universal Studios Hollywood. They could do like that type of concept. I don't think it should be deemed too Fast Furious, but we'll go over that in the next segment of this video where I talk about the Demon. But let's go back to the models. The other thing is Intamin has a swing launch coaster that they use it in a couple of different parks already, that swing launch coaster. So I think they should try that out maybe. But the other thing is they can make an Intamin multi-launch coaster with custom layouts. Since Intamin's coasters are just phenomenal to begin with, if they let Intamin do like a custom layout, they could probably build a ballpark out of the way for this new coaster. But the best fit I feel like would be it's actually an Intamin the vertical launch coaster. It's kind of a newer model, but I think this will be a best fit because it'll pay homage to the Ride Rockit. I would just pay homage to that ride, and I personally love that ride and I hate to see it go, but I feel like they should make a coaster that pays homage to it in some type of capacity, even if this means having a vertical launch or a vertical chain lift. That's the other ride model option you could use, like the chain lift mega coaster or chain lift hyper coaster that Intamin makes. I highly doubt they're going to do that because they have one of the best hyper coasters like 5 minutes away at SeaWorld Orlando, so Mako I'm talking about. But they can make like an Intamin, and Mako's made by B&M, so it could have two different effects. Just like how at Kennywood, they have two different hypercoasters. They have Steel Curtain and Phantom Revenge. It does two different things, so they could kind of have like that maybe. Interesting fact, when they're building Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit originally, they actually were planning to make it a B&M hypercoaster. And it was gonna be like the hypercoaster they have in the Universal Studios Osaka, Japan. That they have a backwards track and a forward track, and you get to pick your songs that way. It's not supposed to be a vertical chain lift X-car coaster. The theme of this coaster. Well, Intamin does a pretty good job with the themes on the coaster, as you guys can see from Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. Both of them are both world-class coasters, and they do a good job with the Cheetah Hunt theme also. I expect them to go all out on the theme. I didn't say the most likely one for last, but I didn't tell you about what I think they could possibly do. If they make it like an Intamin swing launch coaster, they could possibly theme it to Back to the Future, because they travel back in time and forward to go back. It's just like, I feel like it'd be a good time concept. The other thing they could do for theme is make it part of, what is it called, that land. They could make it a part of Minions Land, make it like a super fun kids coaster, or super fun coaster, whatever it's called from the Minions movie. Despicable Me, the coaster that they have in there. I feel like that could work out very good since it's right next to that already. I'm not sure what type of ride model they could use for that, but I feel like that could fit in perfect there just because of the Minions there, and you can make that Minions coaster that they have in the movies right next to that. But for the B&M Hyper coaster, they could do you become the store, or maybe like a Manhattan Express, something like that, or a Manhattan Skyline, and make it like a hyper coaster. But Universal probably would most likely deem it to a movie, so I'm not sure what they would do for the hyper, honestly. And here's the one that I'm definitely picking for what I believe they're gonna do with the theme. I think they're gonna make it actually like a Ghostbuster roller coaster with a vertical launch, honestly. That's what I think they're gonna go with. And then you got the Ghostbusters theme song as a soundtrack as you go through the layout. They kept like dark ride segments, and then make some drone segments that does the inversions. That's like how they have with Velocicoaster, like some dark ride section, Same with the Hagrids, they do the same thing on that. It's like some animatronics, yeah, then you get like the Ghostbuster ghost on the front, Slimer, whatever his name is. You can have Slimer up in the front, but that's what I think they're probably gonna end up doing based off the stuff I've seen. I don't take the picture right next to this as I'm speaking, but based off the picture I'm showing right here with the Christmas maintenance walls that are up already, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Ghostbusters themed coaster with a vertical launch, which is gonna be epic. No pun intended to Epic Universe, but it's gonna be epic probably. It's not gonna be better than Stardust Racers of Lost Coaster, but it's gonna be a good coaster. So please let me know in the comment sections, what do you think it could replace Rip Ride Rockit and what the theme is gonna be in your opinion. But thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel for more coaster content. See you in the next video. Bye.